Trojans and Hilton Dominic Orthodontics would like to invite you to join them in sponsoring the 13th Annual Lion Foundation Golf Outing on Columbus Day, Monday, October 11th at the West Shore Country Club. Full sponsorships are $100. Visit thelionfoundation.org for more information. Proceeds support Camp Hill schools and students. The Lion Foundation extends its appreciation to our stadium scoreboard sponsor, Centric Bank, basketball court sponsor, Giant Foods, and the John Crane Kunkel Fieldhouse sponsor, the Kunkel Foundation. The banners that line the inside of our field are also made possible by generous sponsors. Funds from these sponsorships and individual donations help support the future maintenance of our Seabrook Park Stadium. Thank you to our sponsors. To learn how you can support this important cause, please contact the Lion Foundation for more. Thank you for your cooperation and wish the best of luck to both teams.
Elijah Gibbons, and band president James Connolly. The band would like to thank the Camp Hill Band Boosters for all of their tireless work in making this operation successful. Thank you, Band Boosters. Band staff includes former director, Mr. Dean Zirkle, assistant director, Sarah Benson, wind staff, Sylvia Permetsky, Brandon Rubinick, and Ben Murray. Percussion staff, Brad Word and Noah Baker. Color guard staff, Katie Nace, Abby Goss, and Lindsay Gibbons. The band is under the direction of Mr. Armand Regani.
Hey moms, we know you're busy, and at Boyer's, we're here to help you shop even faster. With Boyer's Click and Shop, build your grocery list right from the comfort of your own home, and we do the shopping for you. You can even shop in your PJs, we won't tell. Your order will be ready for pickup at your selected Boyer's in as little as 3 hours. Some stores make you pay ridiculously high prices on groceries to shop online, but at Boyer's, you get the same great prices as in-store, and we do the shopping for free. What do you have to lose? Visit BoyersFood.com to click and shop today.
And now it's time to sit back, relax, and enjoy your 2021 Lion Marching Band.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Trojan Sports Network. Tonight we are down in Camp Hill as the Trojans are going to take on the Lions in a mid-pen crossover matchup. Both these teams coming in with a 2-1 record. We apologize we got on a little late. We had some technical difficulties getting some things set up, so hopefully we got those ironed out and things will run smoothly here this evening for us. I'd like to thank Brian Hoover, Megan Shade helping us out here today. It was kind of a last-minute thing. A couple people reached out asking if we could broadcast the game, bring it to you guys live tonight. So hopefully that works out for you and goes well. Go do a little bit of, we got about 14 minutes till kickoff, so we're going to talk a little bit about tonight's matchups and maybe talk a little bit about last week's results as well. Last week, Liberty Division teams crossed over with Capital Division teams, and a lot of the teams in the Liberty Division had a tough road as the Capital Division teams went 5-2 in the crossover games. Upper Dauphin and Susquehanna were the only two that were able to snarl wins for the Liberty Division last week. So last week, game we brought live for you guys was the Upper Dauphin Trinity game, and you saw the Trojans come away with a 22-14 victory there. Upper Dauphin actually led that game 16-0 early in the third quarter, but Trinity, they just wouldn't go away. They scored twice to cut the lead to 16-14, but Brady Morgan would score his third touchdown of the evening late in the fourth quarter to seal the deal for Upper Dauphin. Morgan would lead the Trojan offensive unit that would gash the Shamrocks for 356 yards rushing. He carried the rock 17 times for 202 yards. I believe he was actually the runner-up this week for the Fourth Down Magazine Player of the Week. So congratulations to him on a big game. And the Trojan defense had another solid week last week. That was led by Dylan Johns. He had 7 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, and 1 sack. Brady Morgan also added an interception on defense for the Trojans. So the Trojans improved to 2-1 overall on the season, and they moved to 1-1 in the division. Other matchups in the Liberty Division last week, Halifax hosted Big Spring, and Big Spring would run away with this one 63-13. Halifax has been having a tough road this year. Their numbers are short, and they continue to have some trouble getting guys on the field. But Big Spring running back Dylan Wakefield, he'd score twice in less than 2 minutes to set the tone early, as the Bulldog defense would add 5 interceptions in the game, including 2 pick sixes. They would have a 63-0 lead at the half. Halifax would get two scores late in the fourth quarter as Carter Enders, he'd rush for 1 touchdown, and then he also hit Landon Airford for a 20-yard touchdown toss to get the Wildcats on the scoreboard. James Buchanan took on Boiling Springs last week, and Boiling Springs, who's having a very nice season, they're averaging over 50 points a game in their 3-0 start. But another lopsided victory for them, as Bubbler running back Joey Menke had quite an evening as he scored 4 touchdowns to lead the way. One of those was a rushing touchdown and 2 receiving touchdowns, and he also had an interception return for a touchdown. So Bubbler's looking real tough. They're averaging over 50 points a game, and they're actually going to be idle this week as they were supposed to play Line Mountain, but that game got postponed due to COVID-19. Next matchup we have for you last week is West Perry Juniata, and this was one that people kind of anticipated as a pretty solid matchup. West Perry, they certainly seem to like the crossover games as they picked up their second victory of the season over Juniata. The Mustangs would trail early in this one, actually, as the second quarter as Juniata would take a 14-7 lead on a pair of Zachary Harr rushing touchdowns. But the Mustangs would battle back with a 34-yard Ian Goodling field goal and a Trent Herrera 8-yard touchdown run to take a 17-14 lead at the half. Mustang defense would come out in the second half and they'd pitch a shutout, adding a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to make the final 25-14. West Perry's Marcus Quaker again had another nice evening. He'd finished with a And welcome back to the Trojan Sports Network. We think we're back on now, and we apologize about that. Not sure how much you heard there, the pregame recap, but we are set to kick off here. Hopefully we can keep our connection running. We apologize. Wi-Fi's a little shoddy down here, a little spotty down here at Camp Hill. But this evening we're talking a little bit, both these teams are in District 3 Class AA. And we're going to take a quick look at the standings in District 3 Class AA right now. 7 teams in District 3 Class AA, including the Trojans. But right now, Susquehanna is the top, as they are 2-0, followed by York Catholic. Those are the only 2 undefeated teams. Columbia down there from the Lancaster-Lebanon League. Then it's Camp Hill in 4th, and then Upper Dauphin in that 5th spot. Big victory over Trinity last week really helped propel them up a notch as they kind of knocked Trinity down there to the 6th and 7th spot. So top 4 teams going to make it, and this game here will certainly have some implications in deciding who is going to see that. So here we go. We're set to kick off. And be a nice high kick. Going to be fielded at the 10. And that will be a solid return for Camp Hill as Doy is going to return that to about the 25-yard line. So Trojan's going to start on defense, and as we mentioned, the Trojan defense has been looking pretty solid in the last couple of outings, and even in the loss to Juniata, defense didn't play poorly. So I did get a chance to talk to Coach Smeltz earlier in the week, and we'll talk about some players that he's really been pleased with defensively. Peyton Shore drops back, and they come out firing early, and that's going to be Doyd trying to get him on the flat here. And that's a nice open field tackle made there by the Trojans. Looks like that was Alex Hepler on the tackle, so good job there on the Trojans. And when I talked to Coach Smeltz yesterday a little bit, that was one of the things he was worried about. Camp Hill likes to get, Doy is a very explosive player. They like to get him out into space and create him some opportunities to get in the open field. And he's a tough guy to bring down, so that's one of the areas of concern that the Trojans were looking at this week with Doy. Again, short of pass. Again, looks like Doy was the intended target. That one's going to fall short and fall incomplete.
3rd down and 10.
So let's talk about the defensive starters for the Trojans. That defensive line of Wenrick, Reed, Johns, and Grassmeyer. And Coach Smeltz was a lot of praise for Dylan Johns as he's been playing really well. And the neat thing about Dylan is it's only his 2nd year of football. A lot of spread formations here. Empty back set this time for Shore. He drops back, a little pressure. They're going to go up top. Ball's in the air. Nice throw and grab there by number 20 for Camp Hill. And that's Luke Paris. Good, nice job there. He caught that ball over top of, looked like 21 for the Trojans. That is, we got to check that. I believe that's Eli Ferrance. I apologize, Eli. He's been getting some playing time out there at cornerback. So Camp Hill now moving the ball. They have cross midfield. Another quick hitter. That ball falls incomplete through the hands of the intended receiver that time.
Shore's pass intended for Noah Doy falls incomplete.
That's for the other Doy on the field. That's Noah Doy. He's just a freshman, number 10. So Camp Hill coming out, have all passing plays thus far, and what's kind of what we expected from the Camp Hill Lions is they really like to throw the ball around the field. Shore now with one single back in the backfield, 2 receivers to the top of your screen, 3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Shore's going to roll to his left. He fires, man open, and good coverage there by Laskowski. That'll be about a 5-yard gain for Camp Hill.
Number 27, Mike Shartle, taken down by number 11, Landon Mace for the Trojans.
And that'll be Mike Shartle's first catch of the evening. Going to bring up about 3rd down and 5 for Camp Hill. And talking about the secondary for Upper Dauphin, you have Mace at safety, Laskowski at cornerback, and Connor Walker's been at the other corner. And Coach Smeltz, a lot of praise for Laskowski. We'll talk about that a little bit after this play. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Shore drops back, taking a look downfield. Now we got some pressure, and he's going to be dropped to the ground there by Alex Hepler, coming from his outside linebacker position. So Trojans get the pressure on Shore and drop him for a huge loss, about a 15-yard loss on the play. And that's going to force the Camp Hill Lions to punt on their first possession. So first possession, they got a little bit of movement there, but Trojan defense able to come up there big. And key there was getting some pressure on Shore. So Trojans are going to need to consistently do that all night long, not give him time to throw the deep ball. Punts away, it's going to bounce just inside the 30. Fielded cleanly there, but a nice open field tackle. So I believe that was
number 8, Will Laskowski on the return for the Trojans.
8 for, or excuse me, number 6, Cody Moore. Nice open field tackle there by the Lions. So the Trojan offense will get their first possession here, starting at their own 29-yard line. Motion comes back. Christian Snyder's going to get the first carry from the tailback position, and he's on his feet. And big gain for the tailback as he's picking up about a 29-yard pickup there. So that's a good sign for the Trojans. If they can get Snyder moving and add Brady Morgan to the mix, going to be a long night for the Lions, stopping that potent rushing attack of Upper Dauphin. So great start there for the Trojans, exactly what they were looking to do.
Sideline warning against the Trojans.
You don't hear that one very often in high school football, but the Trojans already gotten their first sideline warning of the ball game. So one play now down inside Camp Hill territory. Going to fake this time. Going to come around. This is going to be Hepler. And he's got nothing but green grass in front of him, and he's in for a Trojan touchdown.
Touchdown, Trojan.
35-yard touchdown run by Alex Hepler.
Alex Hepler on the touchdown run for Upper Dauphin.
So got to wonder if the Lions were keying and getting ready to stop the Morgan Express, and the Trojans come out and give them a little dose of Snyder and Hepler. So just like that, the Trojans are out to a 6-0 lead. Trojans will go for 2 as they traditionally do. This time, going to fake to the first back through, and 2-point conversion is going to be good as Morgan gets his first touch of the evening, and he's in for the 2-point conversion. And the Trojans are going to take an 8-0 lead. We'll step away with a quick commercial, and then we'll be right back for the kickoff.
Dairy Queen is located on Main Street in Likens. Come here to please your sweet tooth with any one of the many blizzards, sundaes, milkshakes, or royal treats like a banana split or peanut buster. And don't forget about the $5 lunch served every day from 11 to 4. Always be checking in because hours are due to change depending on the season. See you there.
All right, Isaiah Dyer set for his second kickoff of the evening as Trojans lead this one early, 8-0. Dyer's kick. Nice kick, going to be driven into the end zone for a touchback, so Gotta like that from the special teams play for Upper Dauphin.
Number 10, Isaiah
Camp Hill will
Dawes
start with their
kickoff
second
goes into the end
possession
zone for a touchback.
at their own
Third down and
20-yard
10
line. So getting back to the Trojan defense, talking about that secondary, one thing that Coach Smeltz has really been pleased with is, and surprised with, is, you know, first-year player Will Laskowski really has turned into probably the best cover guy the Trojans have in the secondary, and more importantly, one of the best open field tacklers the Trojans have. So he's going to look for him to be matched up with Doy a lot tonight. Sure, from the pistol this time. There's the first running play of the game for Camp Hill, and Trojans have that pretty well stopped.
On the run for the Lions.
Doy's going to pick up
Snyder for the Trojans. Second down.
maybe a yard and a half on the play. I'd like to give a shout out for Blake Bowman filling in for us last week. Did a great job for us. He was unable to attend with us this evening. He had previous commitments. Sure. Going to give to the slot back this time, and the Trojan defense coming hard.
On the run for the Lions.
Nothing there on the running game for Camp Hill early.
For the Trojans. Loss of 2 on the
Keaton
play.
Diffenbach
Third down and 11.
on the tackle for Upper Dauphin, getting in there. Number 69, he's a 5'9" senior, 195 pounds. Spread formation back again for Camp Hill. Chartle goes in motion. Pressure on. Nice run there by
Shore's pass is complete to
Shore.
Moore.
Nice pass to number 6. That's Kobe Moore. He's just a sophomore. And I do believe he's going to have enough. It's going to be close.
Fourth down and 2.
Nope, he's just short. I call it about a half a yard. But it looks like Camp Hill is not going to go for it. They're going to punt it away. So just short of the first down, but nice pickup there on the pitch and catch. Short punt, driving punt, that's going to be fielded and falling to the ground. There is
Reese's punt is fielded by number 8, Will
Laskowski. So the Trojans will take their second possession at their own 45-yard line. Much better field position to start. Able to score in 2 plays last time. Let's see if they can name that tune in 1 play, possibly this time. So 3 touches, 3 runs for the Trojans thus far. Snyder with the first carry, Hepler with the touchdown, and Morgan with the 2-point conversion. This time Laskowski's going to throw a swing pass, flag on the play. Looks like it was an illegal procedure, so this one's probably going to come back. And it was illegal procedure, so but still another nice play for the Trojans. Right now, early on, looks like the only team that can beat the Trojans right now is the Trojans. Need to clean up those penalties.
Illegal shift on the Trojans. First down and 15.
So with a 5-yard penalty now, it's going to bring up a 1st and 15. Trojans have the ball spotted at their own 40-yard line. Laskowski going to pull it this time away from Snyder, and he's going to have a nice run of about 7 yards there for the Trojans.
Tackle on the play made by number 24, Luke Becker. Second down and 7.
See if we can adjust our audio, get a couple messages. Our audio is a little low. Hopefully that improves things a little bit for you. Landon Mace coming to the bottom of your screen here for Upper Dauphin. This time going to come back again to that play with Hepler, and he makes 2 Camp Hill Lions miss. And a nice run there by Hepler. He looked like he was going to be stopped in the backfield for about a loss of 4 or 5, but credit him for eluding 2 Lions and making a positive play out of that. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 3 for Upper Dauphin.
Luke Becker on the tackle for the Lions. 3rd down and 3.
Morgan goes in motion. They look to go that bubble screen again, and it's going to work as he's got a lead blocker out there. Looked like that was Wenzel leading the way, and Morgan's going to have a Trojan 1st down.
To Morgan for a Trojans 1st down.
Going to be spot the ball right about the 42-yard line.
Toby Moore on the tackle for the Lions.
So Trojans doing a nice job, getting a lot of touches to different people here this evening. Really mixing it up, and kind of gives you more of a reminiscent of the offense we're used to seeing the past couple of years, where you know 2 or 3-headed monster, and you had to really pick your poison of who you were going to stop. And if the Trojans get that back going again, it could be trouble for teams in the Liberty Division. Laskowski now going to throw one, but the Camp Hill defense getting lots of pressure there through that Trojan line, and Laskowski is going to be dropped back into Trojan territory. Nice play there by the linebacker Christian Doy. So we talk about Doy a lot. Let's keep in mind, this young man is only 5'8", 145 pounds. He's a pretty tough kid. And if I look over to Coach Hoover here beside me, he's a pretty tough wrestler as well, if I'm not mistaken. State qualifier. Actually might be in state place winner, if I'm not mistaken. So here we go. Laskowski. And looks like another false start for the Trojans. And this is something that we've seen over the years with this offense, because it is a quick offense and they get set and they try and get that rhythm going. They do have a tendency to pick up some of those false start penalties and some procedure penalties. We would be remiss if we did not thank the Camp Hill Athletic Department for setting us up here. We're in what would be the old press box at Camp Hill, but so we have a nice little setup here, and here comes the draw play. I'm sure Blake Bowman's at home watching that, and that's looks like the Lions had that one well scouted out. We don't usually see that play go for a lot of success.
3rd down and 22.
So Trojans now in a 3rd and long, and got to think that potentially if they don't pick this, at least get half of this back now, they'll probably punt, which is not something they do very often. 4:32 and counting in the 1st quarter. Trojans do lead 8-0 here in Camp Hill. Johns comes out. He's ready to give the snap to Laskowski. Laskowski's going to roll to his right, sets his feet, fires the ball, and that's going to fall incomplete out of bounds. And that's going to bring up 4th and 22.
Pass defended by number 10, Noah Doy. There is a flag on the field.
We do have some laundry on the field, so let's see what that's all about here. As we're going to zoom in and see if we can zoom in here to the Zebras. And it's going to be another illegal motion penalty on the Trojans, but of course Camp Hill's going to decline that one. And it looks like the punt team's going to come trotting on here for Upper Dauphin. So that offensive stance that kind of fizzled out early. It looked like it was going to have some more success. Laskowski, that little rugby punt that he does, and that ball's going to fall out of bounds. And it looks like the official's going to mark it just shy of the 35-yard line. We'll call it the 34. Camp Hill's going to have their 3rd possession of the game at their own 34-yard line. And seeing how that 2nd possession went, I expect to see them coming out and getting back to their aerial attack offensively, as they weren't really having much success moving the ball on the ground. And part of that's due to the play of that defensive line for Upper Dauphin with Wenrick, Reed, Johns, and Grassmeyer getting some good job of plugging up those holes. So Shore going to roll to his right this time to Doyle. And boy, what a hit there as he's still on his feet and delivering some blows. And I apologize, that was Cody Moore that time. The 5'10", 160-pound seniors. He was looking to deliver the hit offensively, so nice pickup there on first down for the Lions as they approach the midfield stripe. Spread formation again. You're going to have trips to the top of your screen. You got one-on-one coverage down here at the bottom of your screen. And a little bit of height here, so maybe a mismatch that the Lions may attempt to. Oh, wide open receiver, and that is man still on his feet, and he's inside the 20-yard line. So Boy able to get behind the Trojan defense, and Shore laying it out there. Nice catch as the Campbell Lions now moving deep into Trojan territory, looking to get themselves on the board with just 34 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. So as we can see, I don't think any lead's going to be safe here tonight with the way that this Campbell offense can move the ball downfield very quickly. Shore from the gun this time, single back set, twin receivers to both sides. They're going to try the ground game again, and there's nothing doing there. Trojan defense all over that one, and actually may be a loss on the play there. I'm going to call that a loss of about 2.
Loss of 2, second down and 12.
So second and 12 here for Camp Hill. Got to think this is potentially 4-down territory. I haven't looking through the stat sheets, haven't seen much on a field goal kicker, but at least past experience has been Camp Hill typically has a pretty solid kickers. You know, they have a pretty solid soccer program down here. Shore fakes it, has a man open. That's almost picked off by the Trojans.
Incomplete, broken up by number 11, Landon Mace.
Mace making a nice break on there, but he was not able to corral that one in. But still, nice job defensively as Mace read that and made a break on it. Nice play. So third down and 12 now for Camp Hill. See if we can find number 8. And it looks like he's going to line up in the backfield this time. Down here in the bottom of your screen is 27. That's Shardle. He's a 6'1" guy, 165 pounds. See if they maybe go to a fade route here. Shore's under pressure, and we do have a flag, though. He's going to be dropped on the play.
Shore taken down in the backfield by Hepler.
Alex Hepler again with a lot of pressure. Gotta wonder if maybe that's offensive holding in the area there. Officials are talking it over, and indeed it is a hold. Trojans are going to decline that.
4th down and 12.
So after the big play to get them down in close to the 20-yard line, the Camp Hill offense going the wrong direction. They're going to now ball going to be spotted at the 36-yard line.
4th and 23.
And they're going to go for it here. Trips to the bottom of your screen, twins to the top. Empty set. See if Hepler's able to get some pressure here again and disrupt this rhythm of the Camp Hill offense. Pressure comes, ball's thrown, and what a throw and a catch as Boy is just driving those legs, and what a play by the Camp Hill Lions there. And Boy certainly is getting behind this Trojan offense when when the Camp Hill quarterback has time to throw the ball. Certainly some big plays for Camp Hill. 1st and 10 now from inside the 5. That ball thrown to the back shoulder and just out of the reach of the 27.
Incomplete. 2nd down and goal.
So they'll bring up second down and goal. The ball is spotted at the 6-yard line. Trojan secondary definitely going to be tested here this evening, as Camp Hill certainly shows that they can sling the ball around. Shore in the gun. He looks, he's firing deep in the corner again. This one is caught, and the Camp Hill Lions get on the board here.
Shore's pass is complete to Mike Shartle for the Camp Hill touchdown.
So again, we mentioned it a little bit earlier. Shartle, 6'1", size, definitely a size advantage over the smaller cornerbacks that Upper Dauphin has there. So nice setup there, nice play call by the Camp Hill Lions, as they will also now go for 2. Shore in the gun. Doy in the backfield of him. He's going to sprint out here. It looks like they're intended for Doy, and what a oh no, it's incomplete. Camp Hill faithful thought it was called. I thought it was called as well, but Doy laying out there. Well, they attempted a nice play, but the men in stripes have the final say there, and that's incomplete. But Camp Hill showing some spark. They're going to get back in the ball game here. 2 seconds left here in the first quarter. We're going to step away. We'll be back with the kickoff right after this.
Hilton Dominic Orthodontics would like to invite you to join them in sponsoring the 13th annual Lion Foundation Callback.
Camp Hill set to kick off here, and ball's going to bounce and going to go out of bounds, so Trojans will get some good field position to start things off here. It will be their 3rd possession of the ball game. Actually, they're going to make the Lions re-kick it.
Legal kick out of bounds. The Trojans have elected to redo the kickoff.
I know.
Kick. Ball's going to be caught right about the 20. And looks like that's Laskowski again. He's got some opening. He's got a couple of Camp Hill Lions to beat. And he's going to be drugged down. But what a return there by the Trojans. Excuse me, that was Connor Walker actually. Got to give the walk man some credit. So nice return there. Great field position to start off here for Upper Dolphins. They're going to be the 25-yard line of Camp Hill. We do have a early score for you. Trinity already up 30-0 on Halifax. We do apologize. Our scoreboard is not working the way we need to. We're a little short-staffed, so we'll just have to give you the time and update on that down and distance We'll see if we can get it fixed up here at halftime. This time, Morgan, no, it wasn't Morgan. Great fake as they faked me out up here. Snyder's going to get the carry, and the Trojans get back to their bread and butter here, and they get back to that ground attack and pick up big chunks right off the get-go. We're just going under 2 minutes here in the first quarter. 1:57 left in the first quarter. It's been a pretty exciting first quarter, to say the least. Laskowski in the pistol. Hepler comes in motion. Snyder again on the carry. Looks like he's gonna make it inside the 5-yard line.
There is a flag on the field.
And we have another flag.
Eric Dick and Christian Doyle on the tackle for the Lions.
On the field.
Holding against the Trojans.
And I kind of mentioned earlier, right now it really seems like the only team that can beat the Trojans right now is the Trojans, and that's another penalty yet again. Something the Trojans will definitely have to try and clean up here as they get deeper into the season. So that's going to bring up first down and 18. Actually, first and goal from the 18. 140 and counting. Laskowski's going to give it to Snyder this time again.
Snyder on the run for the Trojans.
And he picks up, he's getting big chunk yards here for the Trojans, so wouldn't be surprised to keep seeing the Trojans to keep feeding him that ball until the Lions do something to stop it. This time, another strong run by the Trojans down close to the goal line. This time they fake it to Snyder and give it to Hepler. He's going to be like ball spotted right about the 2-yard line. So Upper Dauphin knocking on the door once again. Wouldn't be surprised to see Snyder here on the dive. Pistol, and it is Snyder. No, they're going to stop in the backfield as Camp Hill's able to get some pressure that time through the Trojan offensive line.
Snyder on the run for the Trojans. Tackle made by Coletta and Christian Doy for the Lions.
Nice job there. Initially looked like it was Dominic Coletta, number 55, getting through there with the pressure. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. So we're going to step away for a commercial or two. We'll be right back as your Trojans lead the Camp Hill Lions 8-6.
Make sure to visit the concession stand tonight. Tonight's special is a pulled pork sandwich for $4. Other menu items include
Daimler, Straub & Troutman Incorporated is a local insurance company that was founded in 1986 when 3 separate local insurance companies decided to join forces and become what is now known as Daimler, Straub & Troutman. Being a partner in the Keystone Insurers Group aids them in their goal to provide its clients with a large array of quality choices within the insurance market. Still have questions? You can ask any of the local companies that are insured by Daimler, Straub & Troutman, such as Cuppy's Propane, Dairy Queen, or Halifax Area School District. Head over to their main office, which is located right across the street from Cuppy's on the Square in Elizabethville, or go online to www.dstinsurance.com.
Touchdown, Trojans.
Apologize there. We're a little late getting back on the air here, trying to get the scoreboard working. But Hepler in for his second touchdown of the night. And the Trojans sport a 14-6 lead. The 2-point conversion could actually make this a 3-possession ball game. So big 2-point conversion coming up here. Trojans with a chance to go up 16-6 early here in the second quarter. Laskowski from the pistol, fakes to Snyder, comes back around, and ball pops loose, but that won't matter as it's the extra point. That ball's going to be down.
Trojans' 2-point attempt is no good.
And looked like that was Morgan on the carry. And, no, excuse me, I believe that's Connor Walker on the carry there. He's getting up a little limpy, so maybe he might be a little banged up on the play. But that's needless to say, score stays 14-6, so it stays a 1-possession ball game. And Camp Hill, see if Camp Hill can answer back.
We ask for your help and cooperation by putting your empty cans and bottles in these containers with the caps removed. Thank you.
We appreciate everybody tuning in from up north for tonight's ball game. Got some people checking in, texting in. Appreciate Dawson Klinger, the old, he was graduated, now he's listening at home. We appreciate him tuning in. Eric Smeltz tuning in again with us. Tim Cleveland sent me Bill's Mafia, but we know that's not going to happen. Dolphins are going to pull one out Sunday. So Dyer set the kickoff here for the Trojans, and can't stress enough how valuable pickup that's been for Upper Dauphin. Is, you know, seems each week he's really improving on his kicking duties. And now that one, of course, is going to be a little bit more of a line drive, but nice return there for Camp Hill. They're going to get it out about the 35-yard line. But, you know, getting a kid like Dyer in there as he's been consistently putting the ball inside the 20, certainly a weapon when you're talking small school, you know, Class AA football. So Camp Hill's going to take over. They trail by 8. As we just got started here in the second half, we will see if they can get that high-octane offense back rolling. Shore going to be in the gun. Doy to his right. And we got double receivers at the top and bottom. This time going to be a handoff to Doy. Not much there.
Moore on the run for the Lions.
Excuse me, that was Moore. Not much there, but the Lions maybe trying to keep the Trojans a little honest and mixing some runs in here and there, but they really have not had much success moving the ball on the ground.
Down to 9.
Make sure you stay tuned at halftime this evening, as you'll get your first opportunity to see the full program of the Trojan Marching Band. Shore from the gun, fakes it again. He's going to roll out here to his left, fires, and that ball is going to fall harmlessly out of bounds. Nice pressure that time by the Trojans. Defensively there, I believe that was number 62, Sean Wendrick, with the pressure. So, third down now and 10 for Camp Hill. They're going to go trips to the top of your screen, single receiver here to the bottom. Trojans up in their man press in the secondary. Shore drops back. He has some time. He puts it up in the air. It's a jump ball, and Shuttle not able to bring that one down. Nice job of Ferrance and Aiden Wiest doing a nice job there in the secondary, batting that ball down.
On the play made, or defended on the play by number 21, Eli Ferrance, and number 2, Brady Morgan.
I do apologize. That was Morgan and Ferrance. Camp Hill late getting one guy onto the field here for their punt. Decent punt there, going to be fielded by Ferrance. And we've got a little reverse here. And nice little pickup there on the punt return for the Trojans. They'll start this possession off at about the 44-yard line. So Eli Ferrance certainly seems to be getting a lot more playing time for the Trojans, so coaches really like what they're seeing out of him defensively, as he's been getting a start in the secondary, getting a lot of playing time in the secondary as of late. So Trojans now with a chance to extend their lead. Skowski going to be given to Morgan. He cuts up inside, and he's tripped up. Not before picking up about, we'll give him 4 on the play.
Morgan on the run for the Trojans. Tackling the play made by 20, Luke Priest for the Lions. Second down and 6.
Second and 6 for the Trojans. And I would venture to say we're going to continue to see the ground attack here for Upper Dauphin, as it certainly has been working for them. Hepler goes in motion this time. Snyder's going to take the handoff up the middle, and he's going to plow ahead for about a 3 or 4 yard gain, as the Trojans going to continue to move the ball with positive yards, and that's going to keep Coach Smeltz and Coach Rick Stewart happy there over there on the Trojan sidelines. So third down, we'll call it 2. Skowski from the pistol. Hepler goes in motion, gives it to Snyder again, and he's on his feet. He's got crossed easy, gets the first down. Going to be driven back, but forward progress. They're going to give him the ball spotted about the 42-yard line of Camp Hill. So Trojans now having their way on the ground, and won't be surprised if we don't see Coach Rick Stewart continue to just pound away. And when I talked to Coach Smeltz earlier in the week, he said they wanted to get back to their bread and butter, which is rushing the ball. A beautiful sunset going there from Coach Hoover's camera. Look at that. That's just gorgeous as you look across the field there.
Timeout on the field.
We have equipment timeout. Looks like somebody had need to get their shoestring tied there on the far sideline. And the Trojans are going to take a timeout. So we're going to take a timeout with them. When we return, they're going to have the ball 1st and 10 with 8:45 left in the first half, and they lead 14-6.
For the very best in Italian cuisine and great tasting pizzas, there's just one place to go: JoJo's Pasta and Pizza House. There's something on our menu for everyone, including burgers and wings. We're open 7 days a week, and all our food is made to order. Enjoy our friendly atmosphere when you dine in, or order takeout to bring home a fantastic Italian meal. And let us make your next event something special with our catering services. Learn more by contacting JoJo's Pasta and Pizza House today.
And welcome back to a beautiful Friday evening here in Camp Hill. Trojans have the ball 1st and 10 at the Camp Hill 42-yard line. Laskowski from the pistol. Gonna pull it from Snyder's belly. He has Hepler wide open, and Hepler's in for his 3rd touchdown of the evening. So Alex Hepler, having a night for Upper Dauphin. Trojans extend their lead to 20-6 now. So Hepler scoring all 3 touchdowns thus far for Upper Dauphin. So if it's not Morgan, it's Hepler. You know, I spent most of my winter with both those guys. They're 2 of my tough wrestling guys. I've tried to get Snyder out for the wrestling teams. I know he's a tough guy too, but we keep working on that. You never know. 2-point conversion is good. So that's going to be 22-6. Trojans taking a commanding lead here early on, but as we said, no lead can be too safe here with Campos. They can run the chuck and duck pretty successful at times. We're going to step away real quick. 8:38 left here in the first half. You're watching the Trojan Sports Network.
Lion Foundation would like to wish all Camp Hill students
Lentz Electric is located in Elizabethville, Pennsylvania, and has many products ranging from AC services, heat pump services, electrical box services, HVAC services, generator services, house power meter services, and geothermal services. Our hours of operation are 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Mondays through Fridays, and closed Saturday and Sunday. Call Lentz Electric for all your electrical needs.
And welcome back here to Camp Hill as the Trojans putting their foot on the pedal with 3 Alex Hepler touchdowns. Trojans lead 22-6. Dyer set to kick off, and nice kick. This one's going to bounce and taken at the inside the 10. Nice return as the Lions are able to get out close to the 30-yard line as Doy is going to be dropped at about the 29. So we want to say we're in a must-score situation for the Camp Hill Lions, but I would think that this is a very important drive for them. The way the Trojans are moving the ball right now, very efficiently. If the Lions aren't able to answer back and at least get this one a little closer, this one could turn into a rout rather quickly. Shore from the gun. You got Twins to the top and bottom of your screen. He does have time to throw deep, and that hits the man in stride. And nice pitch and catch there as Doy has another big catch. And Lions are going to, just like that, inside Trojan territory. But got to say, at times when the Camp Hill offense is on sync, boy, they look good. But there has been some moments where things just were out of sync for them thus far. Only accounting for the 6 points, but nice job there. When Shore has time, he can make some plays downfield to these talented and speedy receivers. And that's going to be laundry on the field as 2 guys were in motion. So that play's not going to matter.
On the run for the Lions. Flags on the field.
Definitely some confusion there for the Lions. So that's going to bring it back 5 yards. And we should have a 1st and 15. Certainly seems to be kind of odd that they're taking so much time to discuss this, unless the Trojans could possibly decline it. Well, after all that, they are going to move back 5 yards, so it should be 1st down and 15. No, it's an illegal shift. Oh, so there we go. The illegal shift was declined, and the holding call is accepted. So that's going to be a 10-yard penalty. So 1st and 20 now for Camp Hill, and they are now back in their own territory. So penalty negates that big play from Shore to Doy. Trips to the bottom of your screen. Single receiver to the top. Shore in the gun once again. Shore with time. Over the middle, the ball goes through the intended receiver's hands, and it's going to fall to the ground. Intended receiver there was Luke Parise, 6-footer, junior. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10. And looks like Camp Hill's going to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. 7:40 left here in the first half. Your Trojans lead 22-6.
Integrity. It's with us the moment we get out of bed. It's more than a word. It's a way of life. Giving 100% every day because we care. Care about precision, about value, and about our customers. It's because of integrity, the integrity ingrained in our team, that MI Windows and Doors delivers so much more than just products. It starts with people, a people-first way of thinking that is the backbone of our culture. Since the beginning in 1947, our founders cared about delivering the best product and service to our customers. And that ideal of going above and beyond is still ingrained in our culture. We live it every day. We approach our business with a family-first attitude. It's not uncommon for a son to work side by side with his dad, passing on that sense of...
Welcome back to Trojan Sports Network. 2nd down and 20 for Camp Hill, as Shore's going to be dropped in the backfield. Get that number there for you. 50. That's Lentz coming from his middle linebacker position. And after the big play, it's been the opposite direction for the Lions. So 3rd down and I don't even know what town's over that way past this way, Hoove. You know what's over here? Mechanicsburg, maybe. I don't know. My geography's a little off. We're away from home. Some scores for you around the division. Whoa, Middletown 20-0. Newport and Steel High, of course, that was played last week. Big Spring is all over the Wildcats. Shore now with a quick hitter. Ball's popped up in the air, and that's going to be intercepted. A number, I believe that might have been
Shore's pass is intercepted by number
33. That's Brandon Federhoff. So the ball bounces up in the air, and the Trojan defense with a timely turnover to get things flip the field here. So at one point this drive, Camp Hill had the ball out there inside the 40-yard line, and things just went south from there. So a couple scores for you. Trinity 43-0 over the Wildcats, and Big Spring leads Susquehanna just 7-0. So Nita showing some oomph there. Laskowski fakes to Snyder, going to give it to Hepler again. He's looking for his 4th touchdown, and he's in, but a flag comes in there late. So we're probably going to have a hold on the Trojans, but boy, Alex Hepler having a evening for Upper Dauphin.
Holding against the Trojans.
And it is a hold against Upper Dauphin, so it's going to bring that back. And we got a score coming in here. I don't know who. I just got this set out to me, but Southern Columbia down 21-7. What the Blake's giving me that score on the text message. We'll find out who Southern's actually playing tonight. So 1st down and 15 now for the Trojans. And Morgan was coming in motion there. Looked like he was going to be coming out here into the flat, and then another flag on Upper Dauphin, so that one's going to end a little early. I believe we have another procedure penalty. Trying a new little widget here tonight for you. See if we can get the scores coming across for you from our score stream, as we get those scores coming across from different games from that app, and looks like they're running across there for you. So hopefully you can check those out, see what's happening across the area. If anyone can give us an update on that Southern score, that'd be nice to see. Wyalusing area. Wyoming area. So that's a shocker, I would think, for the Southern Columbia Tigers. I was reading an article the other week. They have an insane regular season win count. I think it's in actually the 90s. 95 maybe, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, we appreciate everybody. Wyoming area is who Southern is playing, but like I said, I was reading an article the other week. I believe it's like 95 straight regular season wins, which that's just insane when you think about it. Laskowski now rolling to his left. He's going to fire one up here, and that's going to go out of bounds, and that's probably not one that the coaches like to see there. Good thing it did go out of bounds and out of the end zone, but that's not one you want to see coming up there, throwing it up in the air like that. So we know Tri-Valley game got canceled this week. We'll see if we can get the Williams Valley score up there for you. Brady Morgan gets a touch here. Is he going to barrel his way in close, right about the 5-yard line? That's going to bring up 4th down for Upper Dauphin. Of course, we will see them go for it. But I actually wouldn't mind seeing the Trojans, with a game like this where you kind of get a little bit of a 3-possession lead. What it amounts to is, why not give that young kicker a chance to see if, if it comes down to it, can you get a field goal when you need it? And the Trojans are going to take a timeout here. So we're going to step away, short break. 5 minutes and 12 seconds left in the first half.
Integrity. It's with us the moment we get out of bed. It's more than a word. It's a way of life. Giving 100% every day because we care. Care about precision, about value, and about our customers. It's because of integrity, the integrity ingrained in our team, that MI Windows and Doors delivers so much more than just products. It starts with people, a people-first way of thinking that is the backbone of our culture. Since the beginning in 1947, our founders cared about delivering the best product and service to our customers. And that ideal of going above and beyond is still ingrained in our culture. We live it every day. We approach our...
And welcome back here. It looks like the Trojans are going to keep the offense on the field. You got Mace coming down here to the bottom of your screen. We apologize for the post here, but we're kind of in a little bit foreign territory. Snyder is going to be given the ball. He plows ahead, and that's going to be stopped short at about the 1-yard line, where Camp Hill's going to take over. Oh, I apologize. I didn't realize we could get a first down. Ooh. So the sticks were there. It wasn't 4th and goal. It actually had a chance for the Trojans. They do pick up the first down, so I apologize there. Kind of threw us for a loop over there because they didn't have both of the markers up. Laskowski to Snyder this time, and he's still on his feet, but he's not going to quite make it in. He stopped short.
on the play made by Moore and Dick for the Lions.
So first down and goal, the Lions hold tight, but got to think it's going to be a tough thing for them to keep that Trojan offense out of the end zone here 4 plays in a row from that type of distance. Trinity, as you see down there, the scroll going across, now up 43-0 over Halifax. Laskowski going to give it to, no, he's going to pull it out, and then he's stopped.
Laskowski on the run for the Trojans.
So that's going to bring up, they're going to actually lose about 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and goal.
3rd down and goal.
Score update there. We do see Williams Valley is trailing Minersville currently 7-0. Laskowski this time gives it to Snyder.
Touchdown, Trojans.
And he's going to bull his way in for another Trojan touchdown and extend this lead to 28-6. You know, Trojans looking good right now, and you got to think, and you don't like to speculate too far ahead, but you know, looking at the result last week, Susquehanna needed to come from behind to beat Camp Hill. Right now, Trojans looking good here as the season moves on. And we do have Steel High next week. That's going to be a tough ball game. We know that for sure. But you know, being past that, good chance for the Trojans to really make some noise in the postseason play. 2-point conversion is good, but there's a flag on the field, and it's going to be a hold against Upper Dauphin, so they'll have to try that one again. But as I was saying, you know, moving forward, and in my opinion, there's really two games on the schedule that are really going to be tough games for Upper Dauphin. That is, of course, next week at Steel High, and then that game down at Fleetwood late in the season is going to be a ball game. If you remember last year, Fleetwood and Upper Dauphin, that was a shootout up home. I believe it was like a 43-42 game, and Fleetwood was able to come away with a win. And they have a lot of those guys, those same players back. And looking at the scores throughout the first few weeks, they are off to a pretty good start. Again,
flag on the field.
Another flag on the field, and you know, this has got to be an area where the Trojans are going to have to clean this up if they want to win those games late in the season. You know, especially district semifinals and district finals. Those are the mistakes that could really catch up with you in a close, tight game. So Upper Dauphin's going to take another timeout. We'll take one with them as Trojans still trying to get this 2-point conversion play off. 3:21 left here in the first half. And welcome back here as the Trojans will take their 4th attempt at the 2-point conversion. 3 consecutive penalties. Laskowski out of the bubble, and we're going to go a little trickery. And that play did not develop as the Trojans may have hoped. So after the 4th attempt, the Trojans' 2-point conversion does fail, but they still lead 28-6 with 3:21 remaining here in the first half. We'll be right back after this. You're watching the Trojan Sports Network.
Troutman's Buick GMC offers pre-owned, used, and new vehicles. Troutman's also offers new vehicle specials every week. Troutman's is open Monday through Friday 8:30 to 8 and Saturday 8:30 to 2. Does your car need fixed? Be sure to schedule an appointment at our service center.
Welcome back to the Trojan Sports Network. Trojans are set to kick off as they lead 28-6 here at Camp Hill. Kick is taken at the 15 and going to try the left side here, and no go there. Trojans able to get down there. Doyle tries to get a big return, but he's going to be stopped at about the 27-yard line. So Camp Hill now 3:13 left. Got to think that they need to try and put some kind of a drive together here. If they give the ball right back to the Trojans with any amount of time on the clock, give the Trojans a chance to extend the lead, and Trojans do start the second half with the ball. Shore from the gun, trips to the top of your screen. Keep an eye on Charlotte down here at the bottom of your screen in one-on-one coverage, so he does have some safety help over the top. Shore going to roll to his right, going to be under pressure, but he's going to tuck this one and run, and he's going to make his way. If they get him back to the line of scrimmage, it'll be considered a rush. If not, it would be actually a sack, but looks like they're going to give him maybe half a yard on that. So as we mentioned, next week, Trojans are going to be hosting the Steamrollers of Steel High. So be sure to tune in for that one. As you know, we know the Trojan offense can be explosive, but that Steel High offense is on a whole nother level. Shore now, we're going to try run around the left edge here. Ball's on the ground. Trojans going to force another turnover, and I believe they have it. So upper Dauphin defense again, and I can't stress enough. I think the Trojan defense may be the bright point thus far this season. Now, we're used to seeing the Trojans put up 35, 45 points a game offensively, but right now the Trojan defense certainly playing well these first 4 weeks of the season. Like I said, even despite that loss at Juniata, statistically, Trojans didn't give up a lot of yards. Juniata just had some timely scores, and they used a couple turnovers that Upper Dauphin made, and some very bad penalties gave Juniata some nice shots there. Hepler going to go in motion now. Laskowski's going to roll to his left. He's going to throw on the run. That one's going to fall incomplete. Ball was intended for.
Second down and 10.
So that's going to stop the clock. Second down and 10. 2:13 left here, or 2:19, excuse me, on in the second half. I'm looking around and I said, look, Camp Hill has a beautiful facility, don't get me wrong, but what they are missing is play clocks in the end zone. Laskowski hit a quick hitter out here to Morgan, and he's going to be stopped for very little gain.
Tackle made by Peyton Shore. Third down.
But impressive scoreboard down here in the end zone. Even has some graphics that go across there. Pretty nice job there. But athletic department's listening. We get back down here in another year or two, maybe get some play clocks for us as well. That is one feature that the Trojans added to their field. I think is extremely nice. Laskowski going to throw, and he's going to be dropped for about a six-yard loss.
Shortle, Reinhardt, and Coletta for the Lions.
So Trojans looking to go open up the passing playbook a little bit, and not having much success here. So 1 minute left in the half. It's going to be fourth down from from the 33-yard line. We thank those of you tuning in. We see we're up close to 200 live viewers. We thank you for tuning in, and we ask you, if you got a YouTube account, please subscribe to our channel. We recently just went over the 2,000 mark for subscribers, so we're excited about that. And that fourth down pass is going to fall incomplete. So Camp Hill will get a shot here with 38 seconds left. See if they maybe try and take a deep shot down the field. But gotta say, besides that one big play, big time play by the Trojan defense here, forcing an interception and a fumble. Shore now going to drop back, going to fire one over, and what a catch there. I think that's Shortle, and he's on the loose, and the Trojans strip the ball, and another turnover for Upper Dauphin. So Paris's cat made a nice catch, but the Trojans able to strip that ball from behind. So again, the Trojan defense coming up big, and that looked a little bit deja vu from the Juniata game when the Indians had a big reception heading down the sidelines, and the Trojans punched that one out for a fumble recovery. So Trojan defense bending but not breaking here. Imagine the Trojans will probably just take a knee here to end the half, as they're going to start possession with the ball in the third quarter. As I mentioned earlier, don't go away. You're going to get your first chance tonight to see the Trojan Marching Band, as they are going to be performing their Tales of Arabia under the direction of Miss Elaine Kramer. So stay tuned for that. So we're going to probably stay here and let you see the Trojan Band for the first time this year. We won't run any commercials, but we'd like to give a shout out to we've been getting some new sponsors coming in for this current year, and we're going to be working on those, getting some new commercials out there. As soon as we get back to in-person learning, which we get back to in-person again on Monday, so we're excited to get back in the regular classroom. But shout out to Deibler, Troutman Insurance Company in Elizabethville, as they are one of our sponsors this year. The American Legion Post 404 in Elizabethville as well. JoJo's Pizza and Subs in Eville. Troutman Chevrolet Buick GMC in Millersburg. And the Lycans Valley Children's Museum sponsoring the Trojan Sports Network this year. A new sponsor. We appreciate their support. And the Mid-Penn Bank once again this year. And we have another new sponsor with the Lycans Valley Golf Resort. Going to be running some sponsorship on the Trojan Sports Network. It's not too late if you want to become a sponsor. Reach out to us. Email me at whoopt@udasd.org for more information. We're going to step away and let you enjoy the Trojan Marching Band.
The band is under the direction of in various community parades. The band has also been a featured performer at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland, Ohio, and represented our area in the Festival of Fantasy Parade at Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom in November of 2019. The band members would like to recognize the parents of the UDA band boosters for their tremendous support of our program. The band staff, and boosters would also like to thank the faculty, administration, school board, and community of the Upper Dauphin Area School District for its support of the arts and music education. Is the band ready? You may take the field to your performance.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We do have some halftime stats here. We thank Eric Smeltz for providing those to us. We'll pop those up on the screen right now for you. So, taking a look at the overall yardage in tonight's game, total yards, actually, Camp Hill, doing a nice job through the air, 198 yards, but Trojan rushing attack just too much, and the Camp Hill rushing attack minus 35 yards in rushing, and of course, the 3 turnovers spells a 28-6 lead here for the Trojans at halftime. So we appreciate those stats coming in from Eric Smeltz, and we'll give you some individual stats as well as Hepler has 5 carries for 59 yards, 2 touchdowns. Christian Snyder has 11 carries for 74 yards and a touchdown. And Hepler also has reception for 42 yards and a touchdown. So 3 touchdowns for Hepler overall tonight. So 101 total offensive yards from Hepler from the line of scrimmage right now. Brady Morgan, a little quiet night for him. He's 2 for 11, 2 carries for 11 yards. But I think the important thing when you look at this in the big picture is, with getting Snyder and Hepler now into that offensive groove, that Trojan offense starts to kind of get that 3-headed monster that we have come to see, and could be big things coming down the road for the Trojans offense. Now we're going to clear that out. We're going to take a look at our score ticker, at some of the scores coming across the area. It does take a few seconds for that to load. So coming in Trinity, that was the first update we had was 43-0, so that's what we're getting there now. And the Big Spring score, I did see that was updated. That now was at like 49-7. So we'll see if we can kind of get those updated on our screen and get you some updated scores. So we're not able to get that updated, but we did see Big Spring is all over Susquehanna. I think the last time we saw that, Hoove, that was like 43-7, something like that. Hoove, a Big Spring score. So Susquehanna kind of getting things taken to them there. Now Big Spring, that was close for a little while. 47-6 is what we have there. Score for that. Middletown all over Newport, 42-0. Trinity all over Halifax, 43-0. Some scores from outside the Liberty Division. Key game in District 3 AA. Columbia leads Lancaster Catholic 28-6. That's in the second quarter. And let's take a look, see if I can get a York Catholic score for us, as they're the number 1 team in District 3 right now, is York Catholic. So that Susquehanna loss, that's certainly going to shake the standings up. The Trojans continue to win today. The Trojans could find themselves in the possibly top 3 come Sunday evening when the new District 3 rankings come out. So will be a nice jump for Upper Dauphin when it comes to that. I believe York Catholic was playing Littlestown tonight, and so that's a game that you would expect York Catholic to win. All right, we're set to get the second half kickoff. Trojans are going to start with the ball, and the ball's going to be dropped there but picked up and for a nice return. And we're going to have a hold, but that is Federhoff. He's going to take it to the house, but I think it's going to be off or not as there's a flag there at the 43-yard line. And indeed, that is going to be brought back. So it's going to be a hold from the 42 there. They're going to probably mark that back, so probably end up having the ball about the 30-yard line. And it does indeed look like they're going to spot that ball right at the 30. So the Trojans are going to start with their first possession of the second half at the 30-yard line, of their own 30-yard line. If the first half any indication, I think we're going to see the Trojans continue to kind of stay with their, as Coach Smell said, their bread and butter and pounding the ball on the ground. And going to start off the first play of the second half with a big run by Brady Morgan. And we're able to get that Fighting Irish score for you. They are up 27-6, York Catholic over Littlestown. So York Catholic's looking like they're going to continue to be the lead dog in District 3 Class AA. Coming into what next week will be week 5, so we'll be almost halfway through the season. Laskowski going to give it to Snyder, who's going to bowl his way ahead for a nice gain. And he's going to pick up a good 8 or 9 yards on that play. So the Trojans starting off, moving the ball well offensively. They're going to bring up a second down and 2, we'll call it. High snap, but Laskowski's able to pull it down. Again, Snyder on the carry. He's going to be out just short of a Trojan first down. So that's going to bring up a third, and we'll call it half a yard. Certainly would be 4 down, what we would expect from the Trojans to be 4 down territory here. Trojans seem like they're taking a little bit of time getting the play in from the sideline here. Laskowski going to give to Hepler, and he's had one man to beat, and he wasn't able to do it as Doy was able to make a nice open field tackle, but not before. Hepler's going to pick up the first down for Upper Dauphin, and he's going to get the ball spotted right at the 35-yard line. But we do have a late penalty flag. Didn't see that on there. It blends in with the yellow soccer stripe right there at the 47-yard line. So it looks like this is actually going to come back. And another hold on the Trojans. Not sure if we have stats on the first half penalties. Let's see if we do have that. Indeed, we do. The first half, Trojans had 6 penalties for 45 yards. So that's going to be the 7th penalty of the night on the Trojans. So, always looking for things to improve upon. Certainly that would be one of the areas that Trojans can work on here in the coming weeks. Another high snap. This time, Brady Morgan, that's Federhoff with some speed. He gets around the edge, and the ball looks like it does pop loose, but it goes out of bounds. Maybe I am corrected there. Maybe that was Brady Morgan on the carry. I thought it was Federhoff. But needless to say, it's a Trojan first down. Clock now under 10 minutes, 9:44 to go. Trojans continue pounding the ball on the ground. This time it's Snyder. He's going to pick up about 8 yards on first down. Got to like seeing here the Trojan offense just pouring it on the ground, little ground and pound. Wouldn't expect to see too many pass plays here in the second half, especially if the Trojans can come out here and score on this first possession and really put some more distance between these two teams and increase that 22-point lead. Hepler comes in motion, ball is high in the air. Laskowski's able to get it. He's going to chuck one up, and that's going to fall harmlessly to the carpet. And I was wondering if that was going to come out. There's going to be another flag. They're going to call intentional grounding, as there really was not a receiver in the area. And so that's going to back up the Trojans again. That'll be the 8th penalty of this evening. And, you know, the young quarterback, Laskowski, this is his first year playing football, and it's obviously first year playing quarterback, but those are certainly some areas probably Coach Stewart going to have a conversation with him. You know, we get better to take the sack there and not just chuck it up there, and the potential for that interception. You know, as an old coach once said, there's 3 things that can happen when you throw a football. 2 of them are bad. This time it's going to be Morgan, and he's brought down hard there by Eric Dick for Camp Hill, but that's going to bring up 4th down. So the Trojans, once again, shooting themselves in the foot with penalties, as they were moving the ball pretty well offensively here, but they're going to be faced with a 4th and 18. And it looks like the punting unit's going to come on the field here for Upper Dauphin. So Camp Hill, you know, able to come out here in the second half and stop this first drive of the second half. So see if they can get something going offensively and get themselves back into this ball game as they trail by 22 points. And a beautiful punt there by Laskowski, as this ball is going to be down inside the 5. Looks like they'll spot it at the 2-yard line. So the Lions are going to have to go 98 yards for pay dirt. And I think the thing to keep an eye on here in the second half is going to be really to take a look at if this when the Trojan defensive line, and especially when Hepler seemed to be bringing some pressure from his outside backer position, when they got some pressure in there on the quarterback, things just didn't go well for Camp Hill. So Shore now from his own end zone, 3 receivers to the top. And they're going to throw one deep here, and that ball is just out of the reach of the intended receiver, as Paris not able to corral that one in. Laskowski was on the coverage. So it looks like the Lions are going to come out, and they're going to continue to do what they do best, and that is to toss the ball downfield. Second down and 10 from the 2. Shore drops back, no pressure. Ball is thrown into traffic, and I believe it was intercepted there. Nice play. Landon Mace doing a nice job. That's the second time this evening he broke very nice on the ball. Wasn't able to get the interception on the first one, but this time able to make the pick. And the Trojans are going to be knocking on the door inside, right about the 15-yard line of Camp Hill. Expect to see some, perhaps, ground and pound here. No touchdowns for Morgan yet tonight, so maybe we'll see if he's able to get himself in the end zone. Also could maybe keep an eye on Christian Snyder, get some barreling in there. But looks like Federhoff actually in the ball game right now. And here goes Ooh, that's going to be slipped up there. The running back tried to make a cut. That was Walker. He had some speed, tried to make a cut there on the turf and just not able to get himself too far, get his feet underneath him there. Now we got Mace down here to the bottom of your screen. Federhoff is the tailback now. A lot of misdirection there, and Trojans are going to be dropped there for a loss. As Brady Morgan going to probably lose about 2 or 3 on that one. So third down. Trojans not able to get anything going here offensively after the interception by Mace. This time it's going to be Morgan, and he's hit rudely at about the 8-yard line. Actually going to spot it just inside the 10. So they'll bring up 4th down. And again, I wouldn't mind seeing the Trojans maybe try a field goal here just to see. You never know down the road here. You get down to that, your Catholic playoffs, maybe see the chance that you could actually pull one off here. But it looks like the offense is going to stay on. Skowski from the pistol. He's going to roll to his right. He drops it. And he's going to be sacked. He's a little slow getting up, but Camp Hill defense shutting the door, not allowing the Trojans to capitalize on that interception, that defensive turnover, 4th turnover of the evening for Camp Hill. So they're now going to take over 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. See if they're able to get something going here in the third quarter. 5:33 remaining. And they're going to take a shot down the field, and that's just out of the reach of the intended receiver. Good coverage on the far sideline there by Upper Dauphin. Looked like that may be Connor Walker. So 2nd down and 10. Trips to the bottom of your screen. Shore in the shotgun. Single receiver up top. Gonna be a quick hitter. And we do have a flag on the play. Thrown out here at the 28-yard line. So we have defensive holding. So another penalty on Upper Dauphin. I'm losing track here, but I think that may be number 9 on the evening. We do have an update. Columbia, who currently sits 3rd in District 3 standings, they're up 42-20 at the half down there playing Lancaster Catholic. Columbia is I know a team that they have a pretty strong aerial attack, pretty good quarterback down there for the Crimson Tide. York Catholic is another team, from what I understand, runs a lot of spread formations, and they like to toss the ball around a good bit as well. So those are some teams that potentially the Trojans could see here down the line in district playoffs, which I think the win here tonight, really the Trojans going to have control of their playoff hopes, and I think this win tonight's really going to put a spark to that and set them up nicely to get in. I think the biggest thing is they just need to qualify for the District 3 playoffs, not worried about their seed, but just get in. So Fuller, a nice run there for Camp Hill. Or Moore, number 6. 6 and the 8 look a little tight here on those jerseys as they crunch together with those blue jerseys and those white numbers. So 4:50, just under 5 minutes now. We're at second down and 9. I shouldn't say neither team able to move the ball here successfully in the second half, but the Trojans have moved the ball, just have cost themselves with penalties. Shore going to give a handoff again to Moore. He's going to have a nice run this time. And he's going to pick up a Camp Hill first down. They're going to spot that ball at about the 42-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Lions from the Trojan, or from their own 42-yard line. So 2 consecutive nice running plays there for Camp Hill. See if maybe they go with a little play action here, see if they can catch the Trojans sleeping. Shore from the gun. Going to be another pitch to the, we're going to try the left side this time, and there's nothing doing there as Moore is going to be, or Doyle, is going to be dropped hard to the turf. And that's going to probably be a loss of 2. So Camp Hill trying to third run there in a row, and no go on that one. So second down and 11 here. See if the Lions maybe go back to that aerial attack down the field, see if they can sneak one of these speedsters behind the Trojan secondary. They're looking to throw. It's going to be a quick hitter out here into the flat. And not much there. There's a nice open field tackle. Pass was completed to Doy, but nice open field tackle by Laskowski. And we spoke about that earlier in the broadcast, how Laskowski does such a great job of making those open field tackles. And did a nice job there. Camp Hill getting one guy late on the field. They're actually going to put 4 receivers to the top of your screen. Look for maybe some kind of a bubble screen here, and it looks like they're going to try a double pass, and they have a guy wide open, but that ball is going to be way overthrown. So nice credit to the Lions with some nice design there. The Trojans really got to be heads up there and be expecting. They see that formation. They should have known that something crazy was coming, and you can't let that receiver get behind the secondary there. So that could have easily been 6 for the Lions, but fortunate for the Trojans, that ball fell to the turf, and Camp Hill's going to be faced with a 4th down and 9. So a little bit of a sloppy start here to the second half for both teams. Shore from the gun. He's going to look to his left. Now he's going to be flushed out of the pocket on the run. He's going to pull this one, and he's going to be brought down short of the first down. So the Trojans are going to take over in Camp Hill territory at about the Camp Hill 48-yard line. Let's see if the Trojan offense can get themselves back in gear and not shoot themselves in the foot with a penalty and put a drive together here. 2:16 remaining here in the third quarter. Scoreless third quarter, we might add. Laskowski from the pistol. Hepler comes in motion, going to give to the tailback Snyder. He's going to bull his way ahead for some positive yards, and that's what I really like to see. to get back to that running game. Lean on Snyder, the big tailback. Well, they call him a tailback, but he runs like a fullback. He's 6'5", 285 pounds. So keep pounding with Snyder and then pop one loose with Hepler or Morgan around the outside is what I'd like to see here. Laskowski from the pistol. This time is going to give it to second back. I believe that is Hepler, who's still on his feet, and he's going to get a nice run there. As he showing some power. And Hepler is going to have enough for a first down. Looks like one of the Camp Hill players lost their helmet, so he's going to have to come off the field. So 1st and 10 now for the Trojans at the Camp Hill 38-yard line. And like I was saying, I think what we're really looking for here for the Trojans, for them to being able to put a team away here in the second half and not let anybody sneak back into the ball game. But they kind of did that a little bit against Trinity last week, where they were up 16-0 in the third quarter. Trinity stormed back with 2 touchdowns and cut it to 16-14, but not before Brady Morgan was able to pop in his 3rd touchdown and seal things up. But looking in long term, it'd be nice to see the Trojans kind of get that mentality where they want to put a team away and not let them, just hang around. This time, going to be inside handoff, and I believe that was Connor Walker, Connor Walker on the carry there. He's going to pick up a nice run and another first down for Upper Dauphin. Clock continues to tick. We're going to be down under 30 seconds, it looks like. Looks like we still will get a playoff here. Laskowski hands to Snyder. This time it's going to be cut back. Nice cut back there on the to the inside against the grain by Brady Morgan. And he's out close to another Trojan first down. And that should do it for the third quarter. And we'll take a break. We'll come right back here with the fourth quarter. Trojans lead 28-6, but they're knocking on the door here at Camp Hill. You're watching the Trojan Sports Network.
Hey moms, we know you're busy, and at Boyer's, we're here to help you shop even faster. With Boyer's Click and Shop, build your grocery list right from the comfort of your own home, and we do the shopping for you. You can even shop in your PJs, we won't tell. Your order will be ready for pickup at your selected Boyer's in as little as 3 hours. Some stores make you pay ridiculously high prices on groceries to shop online, but at Boyer's, you get the same great prices as in-store, and we do the shopping for free. What do you have to lose? Visit BoyersFood.com to click and shop. Hey moms, we know you're busy, and at Boyer's, we're here to help you shop even faster. With Boyer's Click and Shop, build your grocery list right from the comfort of your own home, and we do the shopping for you. You can even shop in your PJs, we won't tell. Your order will be ready for pickup at your selected Boyer's in as little as 3 hours. Some stores make you pay ridiculously high prices on groceries to shop online, but at Boyer's, you get the same great prices as in-store, and we do the shopping for free. What do you have to lose? Visit BoyersFood.com to click and shop.
Here, Trojans lead 28-6, and they are knocking on the door. They have the ball first and goal at the Camp Hill 8-yard line, 7-yard line. Shout outs. We just got at the break there. We got a message from Lentz Electric. He said revamp his up for this year, so we appreciate his support. Lentz Electric has been a big supporter of us for a long time. We're able to broadcast quite a few baseball playoff games, which we're not sure how that's going to work out this year. Last year they waived the fees for district playoffs competitions. Not sure if District 3 is going to continue to do that. So hopefully, if that is the case, we'll be able to bring those games to you. This time, Laskowski's going to pull it and try to head around the left-hand side, and he's going to be met by a host of Lions there, and he's brought down hard. The scores we got right is updated there. That Halifax score, according to the score stream, is 79-0 now. So things getting ugly just down the road here at Trinity High School. All right, the Trojans are going to take a timeout. We'll take a quick one with them. We'll be right back. You're watching the Trojan Sports Network.
Hey moms, we know you're busy, and at Boyer's, we're here to help you shop even faster. With Boyer's Click and Shop, build your grocery list right from the comfort of your own home, and we do the shopping for you. You can even shop in your PJs, we won't tell. Your order will be ready for pickup at your selected Boyer's in as little as 3 hours. Some stores make you pay ridiculously high prices on groceries to shop online, but at Boyer's, you get the same great prices as in-store, and we do the shopping for free. What do you have to lose? Visit BoyersFood.com to click and shop.
And welcome back as the Trojans are faced with a 2nd and goal. Excuse me, 3rd down and goal. Called at the 4-yard line. Laskowski in the pistol. Going to give to the wing back, and he's going to dive forward. He's in for a Trojan touchdown. And Alex Hepler in for another one. That's going to be, if I'm not mistaken, 4 on the day? 4 touchdowns for the junior running back. Having a game of his life this evening. So, indeed, that Halifax score is 29-0. Williams Valley still trails Minersville 33-24. So, the Vikings looking to, they're struggling there. That'll be their first loss of the season if that holds up.
Trojans' 2-point conversion attempt is good. Snyder on the 2-point conversion.
So, Snyder's going to add the 2-point conversion. That's going to run the score to 36-6. Trojans now up by 30. 10:51 left here in the ball game in the 4th quarter. We'll step away for a commercial break. Thanks for tuning in. You're watching the Trojan Sports Network.
Dairy Queen is located on Main Street in Likens. Come here to please your sweet tooth with any one of the many blizzards, sundaes, milkshakes, or royal treats like a banana split or peanut buster. And don't forget about the $5 lunch served every day from 11 to 4. Always be checking in because hours are due to change depending on the season. See you there.
And welcome back to the Trojan Sports Network. Trojans lead by 30 here. Dyer set to kick off. His legs have been getting a little bit of a workout today. Hopefully he doesn't have a soccer game tomorrow. He might be a little tired. Camp Hill able to pick up the kick after bobbling on the turf, and going to get a good return there as Doy going to get the ball out about the 36-yard line. So we talked about the Trojan schedule. Let's take a quick look at that, what's upcoming for Upper Dauphin. As we mentioned, next week going to be taking on the Steel High Rollers, and then they'll have a game with Lime Mountain, Susquehanna, Halifax, and then we talked about that Fleetwood team, and in Newport. So, schedule does kind of set up nice. Yeah, that tough game next week, but the Trojans really could get on a roll. as the season progresses. We have flags on the play. And it's going to be against the Trojans. I think it may have been an illegal substitution. It looked like a Trojan was jumping off the field late, so could have been an illegal substitution there. But needless to say, it's going to be now 1st down and 5. Camp Hill, we'll take a look at their schedule coming up here next, too, as we have that graphic available for you. After this play, we'll take a look at with what they have left, and they have some tough teams left on their schedule. Shore now going to pull things down through it. And Doy's going to drive ahead for about 4 yards, be 2nd down and 1. So we take a look at the Camp Hill schedule that they have remaining coming up. As you can see, next week they play Line Mountain. Then they have a tough Big Springs team, Middletown, Steel High, and Bowling Springs. Boy, that's a 4-game streak there I would not want to play. We apologize for missing that last play. Camp Hill able to pick up a incomplete pass. So it'll be 3rd down and 1. So that's a tough 4-game slot there when you're talking Big Spring, Middletown, Steel High, and then Boiling Springs. Those teams all are off to very good starts this year, so it doesn't get any easier for the Lions. Shore now drops back. He's going to fire. Has Doyd. He's going to make some men miss, which he's able to do. Finally going to be corralled down there and knocked out of bounds. And he's going to be spotted right about the 22-yard line. So nice play there for the Lions. But they're going to need to score often and quickly and get some help if they're going to get themselves back into the ball game. But could be too little too late. Shore now from the gun. Going to try on the ground here, and there's nothing there. But credit the running back for Camp Hill there. He makes the first couple guys miss, but eventually going to be a loss on the play. Probably a loss of about 4. So that's going to bring up 2nd down and 13 for the Lions. Clock's now down approaching 9 minutes. That ball's going to fall incomplete. We always like to know where everybody's watching from. We got a shout out here to Steve Wenzel. He's checking in from Wake Forest, North Carolina, checking out the Trojans. So we appreciate him tuning in. We know back in the day when the Cleveland boys played, we always had some people checking in from Texas to follow the games. We enjoyed that. But I don't think we ever got the furthest we had. Shore here going to throw a quick little bubble screen, and the Trojans swallow that up. Going to bring up 4th down and 13, but no one can ever beat the broadcast where Coach Hain was checking in from Hawaii on the beach. So Camp Hill now faces a 4th and 7. Shore drops back. He's going to fire one. He has a receiver back shoulder, and that ball is caught. So the Lions able to get on the scoreboard here in the second half. So Shore to Becker. Camp Hill going to go for 2 here. Shores flushed out of the pocket. He throws one up and just off the fingertips there.
Two-point conversion attempt is no good. With 8:16 left in the fourth quarter.
Actually, I do apologize. I think Camp Hill did switch quarterbacks up on us there, who, if I'm not mistaken, number 3 checked in, I believe. And that is Drew Brandstetter, a freshman, 5'11", 135 pounds. So we apologize for that. But nice throw there by the young fella. Getting the Lions back on the board here in the second half. But still going to trail by 24, 36-12, 8:16 to go. And they just announced a big score down there. Boiling Springs, as we mentioned, got off to a great start. So Lime Mountain, of course, that game got postponed. But credit Boiling Springs. They said they'd play anyone, anywhere if they can get a game. And Mechanicsburg ended up needing a game. And, that's Mechanicsburg's probably a 5A football school. So, and they lead them 27-26 right now. So that would be a huge win for the Bubblers down there as far as power rating points go for District 3. So Camp Hill set to kick off here. Walker, one of the deep men for the Trojans, along with Federhoff, and Federhoff bobbles that one, picks it up, and he's able to get out close to about the 20-yard line. So the Wildcats struggling, and if that score's right, 79-0. That's really that's got to make it. And hats off to those kids at Halifax continuing to battle week in and week out. But mentally, that's got to take a toll on you. I know the numbers down there are low and whatnot, so got to wonder how things got to soon change down there. Potentially not even have enough to field a team. This time, Trojans keep it on the ground, and that's going to be a big first down. As Laskowski kept that one, he pulled it out. They're going to spot the ball at the 40-yard line, it looks like. So nice pickup there by Laskowski. Once the chains are set, the clock will start to run again. This time Laskowski going to give it to Morgan. And he's going to be across the 50-yard line. He's going to have another Trojan first down. So back-to-back first down plays for Upper Dauphin as they continue to rack up the yardage offensively. Got to think the Trojans are probably approaching that 200-yard mark on the ground, without a doubt. Maybe even more, as they did have 138 at the half. Morgan comes in motion. This time it comes to the other back, and that is Walker, I believe. So another first down for the Trojans. That's the third consecutive first down. Trojans keeping the clock running. We have a flag on the play of the illegal procedure on the Trojans, and I do believe that's penalty number 10, if I'm not mistaken now. Actually, might even be 11 at this point. So legal shift, and they're going to march that back. So it's going to be first down and 5. So that'll stop the streak of consecutive first downs at 3 with the penalty. So that'll bring up first down and 15 now. And the clock begins. It's going to say clock begins to run, but now they're going to stop it again. Gentlemen out there in stripes want to have a conversation. Not quite sure what that could be about. Actually, I think they probably shouldn't have started to run the clock because it was an incomplete pass. Well, stand corrected. They do. Now they stop the clock again. And now we're winding it again. I have no idea what's occurring right now. But here we go. We finally have a play. Going to be a sweep. And another nice run by Upper Dauphin as they attack that left edge. As Hepler's going to continue to add to his rushing prowess on the evening. And the Trojans will be at a second down and 7 after that nice run by Hepler. Laskowski from the pistol. A lot of motion there. Looks like it was the left wing back. I believe that's Walker that's in there now. Nope, excuse me, Brady Morgan. I apologize. Trojans now faced with a 3rd down and 3 in what certainly would be 4 down territory for Upper Dauphin. This time it's Morgan on the right-hand side. He's got one man to beat, but he's going to be dropped at about the 25-yard line, but not before he picks up a Trojan first down. So Trojan's doing a nice job here, moving the ball, chewing clock late in the 4th quarter. Really what you'd like to see in this situation where they're pulling time off the clock. What a nice sustained drive. So we're going to be going under 5 minutes here. This time it's Morgan again. He's going to be down in close to the 15. They'll spot him a little short. Call it the 17-yard line. So Trojans this one's well in hand, so they're gonna be, getting a full week of practice in this week, and then, they're really gonna get a taste to see where they're at. And Snyder now gonna take one in from 17 yards out, and that'll increase the Trojan lead to 42-12. I believe that is Snyder's 2nd touchdown of the evening. So as I was saying, Trojan's going to have a chance to get ready for that big game next week at Steel High. And Middletown, final score there was 42-7 over Newport. So Buffaloes, I believe they're going to fall now to 1-3 on the season. 2-point conversion for Upper Dauphin is no good, so score will remain 42-12. So The only bad thing about playing Steel High, and don't get me wrong, Steel High is a phenomenal program, but for the Trojans being actually a bigger school playing AA, a loss to that smaller school really hurts you in the District 3 power ratings, because you actually take a big hit when you lose to a smaller school than you. Next year I was talking to our athletic director, Cody Godsey, and next year the Trojans crossover game right now in the Mid-Penn, they're only going to be playing one crossover game as opposed to, I believe this year there's 3 of those, and I believe the Trojans are going to be drawing Big Spring as their crossover game, which Big Spring is a quad A school, so a little bit more quality points. Even beating a good Steel High team at the single A, you're not getting a lot of points as far as district playoffs go in that aspect. So, although the competition next week's going to be good, it's not really going to help the power rating much, win or lose. Dyer with a nice kickoff. The Trojan kickoff team certainly has got their work out today, and overall they did a pretty good job, but got to think some of those legs are getting a little tired running down the field. So 4 minutes here to go in the ball game, 42-12. Trojans sport a 30-point lead. And we're going to have a timeout here. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back right after this. You're watching the Trojan Sports Network.
Daimler, Straub & Troutman Incorporated is a local insurance company that was founded in 1986 when 3 separate local insurance companies decided to join forces and become what is now known as Daimler, Straub & Troutman. Being a partner in the Keystone Insurers Group aids them in their goal to provide its clients with a large array of quality choices within the insurance market. Still have questions? You can ask any of the local companies that are insured by Daimler, Straub & Troutman, such as Cuppy's Propane, Dairy Queen, or Halifax Area School District. Head over to their main office, which is located right across the street from Cuppy's on the Square in Elizabethville, or go online to www.
And welcome back to the Trojan Sports Network. That is a final from Middletown, as we mentioned, 42-7 over Newport. Another score, West Perry drops. They were beating up on the Liberty Division playmates here the last couple of weeks. They go out of the division there, and they drop a 29-6 loss to Waynesboro. So they're going to drop a game there. And at halftime, it was Big Spring 47, Susquehanna 6. So Susquehanna running into a little bit of a powerhouse there in Big Spring. Camp Hill now going to see if they can still keep something going, and we have more laundry on the field, and it's coming from the back judge actually, which is probably going to be a delay of game on Camp Hill. And thanks to Eric Smeltz, I did mention the Trojans approaching that 200 to 300 yard mark, and it is 290 right now. So if the Trojans get the ball back and get 10 yards, they can break that 300 yard mark. And I stand corrected. That was yet the 13th penalty on Upper Dauphin, and that will be 13 penalties now for 100 yards. So certainly something that needs to be cleaned up here in the coming weeks for the Trojans. And as it looks like both teams have made some wholesale substitutions, as this one is pretty much in the books. I got 3 minutes to get through as my voice is holding up pretty good for most of the night. It'll be nice next week to be back with my broadcast partner Blake Bowman. So neither of us will have to be doing it on our own and save the voice a little bit, but lot of new jerseys in there. I'll try and get you some numbers for the Trojans here if we can. It's like 21. That's Eli Ferrance out there. Camp Hill's going to try their left-hand side. Number 46, Matthew Latshaw. Nice. Meets the tackle there. Also helped out by Jonah Peterson. Number 65 in the ball game, that's Jakari Evans. Big J, is I like to refer to him as 6'2", 270 pounds of Federhoff in there in middle linebacker as well right now.
Bernard on the run for the Lions. Tackle on the play made by number
65, that was Jakari Evans, just on cue as he comes in there and makes a nice play. 34 in there for Upper Dauphin, that's Caleb Snyder. 28 is Tyler Erdley out there on the field for the Trojans. Number 3, Griffin Harmon checking in. Going to throw a pass there, and that's going to be in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. So 1 minute to go here, and things will be wrapped up, and we're not going to have much of a pregame show. But player of the game tonight, I'm going to have to give it out to my man Alex Hepler. At my last count, I'm pretty sure he had 4 touchdowns, and might be able to get some final stats on him from my man Eric Smeltz back home before we go off the air. If he can shoot us that, we'd appreciate it. Another pass incomplete. But Hepler, like I said, last count, 4 touchdowns, a big night for him, and a couple big plays defensively as well. So it just wasn't on the offensive side of the ball, but he certainly came to play tonight. And talking with Coach Smeltz earlier on yesterday, actually, there was the 2 things he mentioned. He really wanted offensively, looking to get Snyder and Hepler really involved in this offensive production, and that certainly was what happened here this evening, as those 2 really have made their mark. So now we got some offensive changes in there. And the 46, Matt Latshaw with the carry for the Trojans. Trying to see who checked in at quarterback there. Who, if you give me a number there. And we got timeout by Camp Hill. They had too many guys on the field, it looked like. We're thinking it is Bingaman. Bingaman checked in there for the Trojans, the freshman at quarterback. All right, we got some update from Smeltz. We appreciate it, Eric. So statistically tonight, looks like Hepler going to finish night with 9 carries, 82 yards, 3 touchdowns on the ground. That 1 reception for 42 yards and a touchdown. Snyder, we got to give him some props too. 18 carries, 119 yards, and 2 touchdowns. But still going to go with Hepler as player of the game with the 4 touchdowns. He's got over 124 total yards offensively. So shout out to Hepler with a big night there. Trojans racking up 375 yards of offense this evening. 326 of that on the ground. So nice attack for the Trojans. Only black mark would be the 13 penalties for 100 yards for UTA. So that's going to probably, one more play yet here for the Trojans. Early got his touch there and gets a nice little run. Last play of the game here. And That's going to do it, but Peterson gets a carry there, late carry. He's going to pick up a first down, but that's going to do it for the ball game. We look forward to being back home next week, back in familiar territory. So tune in. We hope to be having our pregame show go on about 6:15, between 6:15 and 6:30, and bring you that matchup with the highly touted Steel High Rollers. So congratulations to the Trojans, and thank you guys for tuning in tonight. We'll see you next week.